Well, look, just before we go, the Olympic theme again. I was there when Samaranch, the president of the IOC, announced the winner is Sydney. And you can see this picture. This is Rod McGeoch, to whom I've just spoken. And the New South Wales Premier, there he is on the right, John Fahey. Well, sadly, John Fahey passed away from cancer last Saturday, at the age of 75. He was Premier of New South Wales when we won the bid. You can look at the Olympic winning jump. You've seen that many times. John Fahey had only been Premier for a year after the then Premier Greiner had been forced to step down, a rubbish accusation against Greiner, who was subsequently completely exonerated. Typical of John Fahey, he described his becoming Premier as one of the saddest days of his life because of the circumstances. John Fahey was simply a good bloke, utterly upfront, embarrassed if he was given credit for anything. He loved to drink, a cigarette and a yarn, more than he enjoyed praise. He enjoyed people, he remembered their names, a magnificent grassroots politician. He played rugby league for Canterbury Bankstown. He actually was New Zealand born, but a local from the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. And wherever you go today, there are signs of his legacy. In his brief time as Premier, he introduced the Disability Services Act, the New South Wales Seniors Card, and he was the first Minister for the status of women. He never forgot his friends, John Fahey. On my leaving radio, he wrote me the most generous and personal note. It is rare that one can say of a politician, he'll not be forgotten because we're only too happy to forget most of them. But John Fahey married ability with modesty and achievement, and for that he'll be long remembered. His passing leaves a hole in the hearts of many. Our thoughts are with his wife Colleen and the family, which brings me to the thought of the night which embodies the approach of John Fahey to everything he did. Henry Ford said, "You can do anything if you've got enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is the yeast that makes your hopes rise to the stars." That's it from me tonight.